550 crores more than what were purchased. Now the explanation for this could be because the data is from 12th April. At that time, the bond purchase was going on. On 12th April 2019, it was going on. What is possible is that some of these bonds were purchased prior to 12th April 2019, but redeemed after 12th April 2019, and that is why there is a mismatch. But I just wanted to point out there is a very large mismatch.
There is no, Malad, these figures are not authentic. I've given the authentic
18,000 versus
roughly
sponsored NGOs are, my lord, fudging the figures and bringing their own. My lord, your lordships are aware, there is a beautiful my lord, quotation by Einstein that some people use statistics like a drunken man uses lamp posts more for support than for illumination.
I'm just showing the number. I'm saying that 18,000.
This is what happens.
Right, we'll now leave it at that.
Those numbers are not right. Since, because all this is going to play out, the numbers are not right. The corrected numbers were not given in our application.
वो अलग order pass कर देंगे. इसमें MA में ऐसा लिख लीजिए. In subpara B and C of paragraph 221 of the judgment of this court dated 15 February 2024, the direction to the SBI to submit details of bracket 1, the electoral bonds purchased, semicolon, and bracket T2, political parties which have received contributions through electoral bonds, is specifically since the date of the interim order dated 12 April 2019. Stop. In other words, all details which have been directed to be furnished in the operative directions of this court are with reference to the interim order, are on the basis, don't say on the basis of, are with effect from the date of the interim order, namely 12 April 2019. Full stop. The relief which has been sought in the MA for predating the point of disclosure would amount to a substantive modification of the judgment and hence cannot be dealt with in a miscellaneous application. Full stop. The miscellaneous application is therefore not maintainable and is accordingly dismissed.
I want one more relief to prevent another round of contempt proceedings. Would your lordship just for a minute have my affidavit in compliance for?
What is it that you want to classification?
Yes. Marat, there was, when we gave your lordship, that's why I can see all this story has started. When we gave your lordship the original figure of 22,217 bonds, we had, by mistake, that was from 1st of April, not on 12th of April. If your lordship just sees para 4 and Marat, everything will be over because I know where this is going, where Mr. Bhushan is going. Please see para 4 of my compliance affidavit for 1 second.
Yes.
And please, I would invite your lordship to say, your lordships accept this. We have given the figures, Marat. There is no mismatch, there is nothing of the sort. The total, if your lordship sees the table.
We're not going to all that. I mean,
I have to convince my lord I have complied with the order. I'm just saying.
A compliance affidavit. It's a compliance affidavit of your chairman and managing director. We have accepted that.
Please say your lordships have accepted our compliance affidavit. That will put an end to all this.
By the judgment of this court dated 15 February 2024, this court directed, into inverted commas, this court directed, into inverted commas, the disclosure of information on contributions received by political parties under the electoral bond scheme to give logical and complete effect, into inverted commas, complete, to the ruling. Full stop. Thereafter, in paragraph 219, this court issued operative directions. These directions in subparagraph B and C are in 2 parts. Full stop. Subpara B requires SBI to submit details of the electoral bonds purchased since the interim order dated 12th April 2019, into inverted commas, till date to the ECI, into inverted commas, complete. Such details, the court has indicated, into inverted commas, shall include the date of purchase of each electoral bond, the name of the purchaser of the bond, and the denomination of the electoral bond purchased, into inverted commas, complete. In the second part of the operative direction, in subpara C, SBI was required to submit, into inverted commas, the details of political parties which have received contributions through electoral bonds, into inverted commas, complete, since the interim order dated 12 April 2019 till date to ECI. SBI was required to disclose details of each, underline each electoral bond encashed by political parties, and to include inclusive of the date of encashment and the denomination of the electoral bond. Full stop. The above narration and a plain reading of paragraph 219 of the judgment dated 15 February 2024 indicates that SBI was required to submit all details, both in terms of the purchase and in terms of the receipt of contributions. Full stop. The expression, to invert commas, include in both subparagraphs B and C clearly demonstrate that the inclusive part was regarded as illustrative and not exhaustive of the nature of the disclosure which was to be made by SBI. Stop. In other words, we now, there's no manner of doubt that SBI is required to make a complete disclosure of all details in its possession. Stop. This, we clarify, will include this we clarify would comprehend the alphanumeric number of, and the serial number, if any, of the bonds which were purchased and redeemed. Full stop.